Davis, I want to get your thoughts on a guy you are kind of low on relative to the rest of us. Beer has him 7th. Josh and I have him. I have him 9th. Josh, I think, has him 11th. So we are all looking at him as a first-round pick. That's Melvin Gordon, who you have way back at 14th. What are your thoughts on Melvin Gordon?
So guys I want to take in the first round of my drafts, I don't want them to just be volume dependent. I want to believe that outside of just purely having a monopoly of their team's work, I want to believe that they are a special fantasy point producing talent. And I do not believe that about Melvin Gordon in any way. Like Melvin Gordon going from like 75% of the backfield share to 62% would be like disastrous for his production. Like he would be Lamar Miller if he had that much. You know, he's churning along for 3.5 yards per carry. I'll probably play him tons in DFS with a positive game script because they do give him the ball. They do give him those low average depth of target receptions that we love on DraftKings full point PPR scoring. But you know, I would rather take Fournette over him. I would definitely rather have Barkley. Like, and that's not to say I don't have a share of Melvin Gordon, like in the play drafts and everything, because certainly he does have a 1,300-yard, 12-touchdown season squarely in his range of outcomes. It's just that any limiting to his volume would be pretty disastrous for his week-to-week starting totals.
But the question is, will he have any limiting to that volume? It doesn't look like there is a lot of competition on the depth chart. I personally like Austin Eckler quite a bit. Beer, you're highest on him at 7th. What is the pro case for Melvin?
I mean, the receptions. And the guy that can be involved in the receiving game is money, in my opinion. So agree that the inefficiencies in Melvin Gordon's game can be frustrating, but that volume will be there. We saw 58 receptions last season. They're missing the 4th most targets. They're missing 32% of their red zone targets. That's just more touchdown opportunities for a guy that's already averaged 12 touchdowns a year over the past 2 seasons. So I think that the passing game, he'll be that much more involved. The offense is going to be that much better, a healthier Keenan Allen. Mike Williams is a guy I love. I'm sure we'll get to later. But I just think his involvement in that offense is going to be enough. And I don't see, like Ben said, anybody taking a ton of that volume away. Eckler is what he is. I don't think this is going to be anywhere near a 60-40, 70-30. I think Melvin Gordon, 80% plus of that workload. So it's a guy that's involved so much in a very good offense, easily a top 10 play for me.
Yeah, Davis, you said well within his range of outcomes, 1,300 total yards, 12 TDs. He's broke 1,400 and 12 TDs each of the last 2 years. So I would definitely say that's within his range of outcomes.
I meant rushing yards. I meant 1,200 rushing yards.
Gotcha. Fair enough. Yeah, that might be a little tougher for him. But definitely the receiving work, as Beer mentioned, a huge element to the Melvin Gordon profile. And that's a big reason I like him as well. I'm always looking at the combination of those targets, the receptions, the receiving work, and the goal line work, which he has a lot of equity there as well. So a huge share of that. So definitely my kind of fantasy back in the type of work that he gets.